As the Scarlet and Violet series continues to run and everybody's eyes are on those, are you watching the Crown Zenith from Sword and Shield? Are you watching the Galarian singles? If not, I would encourage you to take a look, see what some of the singles are doing, and is that a good place to put your money right now? Hi, my name is Sam with Loomis Card Craze, where I buy, sell, and trade Pokemon cards and all sorts of various other TCGs, and I created this YouTube channel to give my opinion on the market, to help you guys hopefully overcome the things that I have struggled with and I continue to struggle with and learn from as I continue on this journey. So buckle up. This video we're going to talk about Crown Zenith and what I'm seeing from a singles perspective and where I'm putting my money at currently. The first one I want to talk about is the Deoxys from Crown Zenith. I'm going to look at my fancy computer here so I can get the card number. It is the GG12 out of GG70. I say that because there is two Deoxys from the Crown Zenith, and this is the lower end one that is not $50. This card is currently sitting around $11 to $12 on the market. This is one that I have already picked up several copies, and I look at picking up a few more, whether it's to make a grading play, whether it's because I think they're gonna run. If you look at the last solds of this card, generally, historically, they've been about 3-4 a day for the last 2-3 months. However, in the last week, you're looking at 10 to 15 sales a day, not including mine, right? Just other folks, that this card is continuing to get bought out, and the supply is dwindling quite fast. Right now, lowest listing on TCG Player is $11, and it's continuing to go up. So is this a play you like? Personally, I like this card. I think it's a pretty neat card, and I like Deoxys. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I just think it's a great play. So I have picked up 10 copies of this card, and I may pick up a few more, depending on grading plays and all of those pieces of it. So this is a card I would keep my eye on over the next few months. I don't know if it's going to skyrocket or if it's going to go up 50%, 60%. I genuinely don't know on this one. However, I think the upside is a lot greater than it going down. So this is a card I am looking at. Another card I am looking at from the Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery is the Latias. It's showing the same trends. Right now it's at $13 is the lowest listing on TCG Player, and just like the Deoxys before it, it's seeing a very large uptick in sales. So whether this card's going to run or not depends on how far of a run it's going to make, but it's already up, I'm looking at the graph now, $4 in the last 90 days. It's continuing to increase and go up as the supply dwindles. So this is also another card I'd look at. When I'm making these decisions, I go through the cards individually for specific sets that I'm looking at the time, and I look at the market trends. Are the sales increasing? Is the card continually getting pumped onto the market? And you can tell, depending on the sales volume and kind of where the price raise has been, if there's significantly higher sales, but the price is remaining stagnant or within 50 cents, that generally means there's getting more cards pumped on the market. Because if not, if you look through the list and there's about a 5-10% differential between what's listed and what's for the price, right? Sorry, I said that kind of screwy. But depending on the price of it, if you take a 5 to 10% bump above that price, that's kind of your market, right? Of, okay, somebody's listing a card, you can use that data to gauge whether or not the card's getting pumped on the market right now and is now a good time to buy for that card. Now, the last card we're going to talk about that I am also looking at making a play on is the Lapras. Lapras, I just like the card. It's a $15 card right now on TCG Player. This card is also run, it was what, $10 back in January 1st, so not even 90 days. It's gone up $7, and the sales volume has stayed the same. So that tells me one thing, that if the sales volume has stayed the same, this card is getting put on the market, which means the supply is going to start dwindling fast. Again, could be wrong. I don't think I am on these three cards. However, as the Sword and Shield gets farther out of print, as more eyes are on the newer sets such as Scarlet Violet, Mega Evolutions, historically, the sets prior, so Sun and Moon, now Sword and Shield, are going to start to get bought up. The cards are going to be less on the market, and the prices are going to continue to rise. The Galarians like the gallery cards, I should say, whether it's Galarian, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, it's not something we've seen in the past in previous sets, like Sun and Moon era, Black and White, Diamond and Pearl. There's no Galarian galleries, right? So historically, we don't have a gauge of where these cards are going to go, if they're going to continue to rise. Because if you look at the previous sets, there's only 1 or 2, 3, 4 chase cards in each set that have continued to rise over the time. So it just depends on what you're looking at, right? Because with the Galarian gallery cards, they're continuing to go up. Each one, even the cheap cards, the Voltorb, has continued to go up, and the sales volume is not bad on that card, considering it's a $2 card. So historically, we don't have any data to say, yeah, all these cards are going to run, or only the top 5 are going to run. We don't know. So I'm hedging my bets on cards that I have researched and looked at through supply and demand and with the market of, hey, I think this card is going to be all right in the future. So as you go through and you do your research, what are you seeing? Are you seeing an uptick in sales in the older cards like I am? I haven't done any of the other trainer galleries, and that may be next week's video. I go through either Lost Origin or Brilliant Stars, kind of look at those cards. Silver Tempest is a great one as well, to see what are those cards doing in comparison to the Galarian Gallery for Crown Zenith. Are they also running since they're older sets, or what does that look like? And if you've done that research, I would love to hear your thoughts below on what you think the market's going to do with those cards and what you're buying. Are you making grading plays on these cards? For instance, the Deoxys. If you make a grading play, the PSA 10 right now is, I believe, $150. The card itself is $10. So when you look at that, you're making a significant profit if you can hit 10s. But again, the mint rate on these aren't the greatest, as we all know with the Galarian galleries, right? So as you continue to look at these plays, and as I continue to look at these plays and make decisions that are best for me, I have to look at all these pieces too. As always, thanks for being here. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you are still here, I would strongly encourage you to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Any little bit goes a long ways helping this channel grow. And my eBay player, Jiminy Christmas, my eBay link and TCG player links are in the description below, as well as I do have some affiliate links. If you're looking to do some shopping, any little bit helps, right? Especially if you're looking to use TCG Automate. That is a fantastic software that has saved me a significant amount of time as I continue to list my bulk cards or even collections as I get into it. And if you have questions on the software, I would happily answer any questions you may have or get you pointed in the right direction. As always, thanks for being here, guys, and I will see you in the next video.